Military emergency failed. Nice! You know what that means? Selling the profits of war. I'm just going to keep on trading all my luxuries away. These are definitely all my luxuries, and not the luxuries I've pilfered from Korea's lands. People who say that, I mean, honestly, what do they even mean? I don't even know. Ah, Canada's my best friend. 63 gold per turn. Nice. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Right, you quickly heal yourself. I've just got like this sort of crew killing barb encampments just on the outskirts of my cities. It's great. So I've also now got Gilgamesh as an ally instead of Scotland, and that gives me the +5 military strength from being at war with the Incans with him. It's always one of those bonuses I forget to stack up, and it's so useful every time I do. I never understand why I always forget, but I've got it this time. There's quite the mighty orange fleet that's just appearing from nowhere. It's wonderful stuff. The Incans are in a normal age. My golden age should be pretty good at seizing cities and making sure I don't lose the loyalty on them, but I can't afford to be complacent. Now, my vampire is now on the front line. That's quite useful. That means I can sort of bring this guy in and start to kill units, which is lovely. Babylon Corsa. Oh, Babylon do have troops in the area as well. Well, that's intriguing. I'll have to keep an eye for that one. In the meantime, the rest of my ships of the line, these Zenban provincians, these guys are just going to continue to just tickle on the walls, just to say hello, let me in, orange on orange, you know, this is the sort of fight we enjoy. Actually, this caravel will just knock the wall off, there we go. Perfect stuff. Now I'm going to go and just make sure that I can kill every single city in one go. Now this guy, that's a privateer, so these privateers can kind of just sort of get a little cheeky. Make sure that I kill the boats and everything like that, whilst I go and lower all of the remaining cities to like as close to 0 health as I can. I've got a vampire, I've got a caravel, got another caravel here, I have a cavalry, so I can take 1, 2, 3, 4 cities at once. That should be enough. Should be enough to just swing the loyalty before they can do anything. And also look at this, I have a lake now, a proper lake. You know what that means as the Dutch? Woohoo! And woohoo! I'm going to make an entire polder lake, and it's going to be great. Here we go. I can start to do some decent pillage raiding now. That's 200 science. That's 1 turn's worth of science every time that I pillage. That's awesome. So we'll do a coastal raid there as well. That's banking. Oh, so close to having that totally done. Yeah, this is going to be an enjoyable little breeze actually. Even pillage some culture, the opera and ballet. Now this actually gives me that city-state on the coast, the 10% culture every time I build something, because I now have the card that gives me an extra envoy when I put the first one in. So this is another city-state for me, and actually that's really good. I'm building a lot of stuff between all of my cities, so I'm hoping that'll be useful. You know what I might do this game? Gilgamesh is a wonderful ally, and I love him to bits. I might actually give him a bit more empire. See if we can feed Babylon a few cities. Like, these ones are really far away from me, and Babylon will be taken at some point, but maybe I can get him to take those cities. Oh, that's the one. I mean, I might keep these Incan cities. These are quite cool, but, you know, all the same. Oh, actually, I just flipped that city with loyalty. That's era score for me. That's lovely stuff. Still pillaging. Still pillaging. La 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 la. So that's rifling. I think that's the 2nd tech I've had this turn, which is pretty cool. Let's get steel. I'm in no need to get Renaissance walls built for loyalty or for diplomatic favour or for culture or anything like that. So I'm just going to continue to get steel. 1, 2, 3, 4 cities all on pretty much 0 health. I don't know if the vampire can. No, the vampire can't get that kill, but I can go 1 attack. I can go 2, 3, 4. Like that, and take them all in one go, and then I can go keep city, keep city, keep city, keep city, and we'll have a look at the loyalty and see how bad it is. -13, -9, -8, -1. Okay, so that plan did not go as effectively as I'd hoped, but that's okay. We'll put it in the worst hit one, and we'll just go after this 12 population capital as quickly as we can, which I'm hoping should help. Oh, you know what? Loyalty will not be helped if the cities are starving themselves, so we'll just get rid of that quickly. Why do they always insist on starving themselves, honestly? This is just going to pick up some monuments in the cities as well. It's a little thing, just a tiny thing, but, you know, it helps. Ryan the 300th is having a great time just feasting on units down here, getting the Era score. Lovely to see. Oh, more polder territory. Oh, any captured city that offers me polder opportunity has got to be a good thing. So I just discovered steel, which is great, but there's a dust storm on this one tile city up here. Oh dear. That is a very unfortunate desert storm that I do not want to stick around to see. Oh dear, two turns on this city. Oh my god, that's horrific. Okay, Cusco's gotta die quick. Like really quick. We'll move to there. And then I think I can pillage and heal to get nationalism. That's quite fun. So there's 70 strength at the moment, which is an ironclad, I believe. But if I were to... Hang on. I could get myself an ironclad core. Just trying to think of the best unit that I can build at the moment. I think 70 strength is as good as it gets. I don't think I've unlocked anything higher. So a second ironclad would be a good old deal for me if I could get that one going. I'm also going to start combining boats, but I'm going to specifically start combining ones with upgrades with ones that don't have upgrades so that I can get as many promotions as I can on all of my units. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Like, look, this 3 promoted boat combined with this boat, which with no promotion, is exactly what I need to do. Slowly turning my capital into a respectable city. 51 production now. It's only turned 185. Oh my goodness. Slow building on the capital, but it's okay. It's okay. This is a score game. We're not rushing. We're 900 score now. We're doing very good. We're in 3rd on tech. Nobody's winning anything else at the moment. It's all good. It's just going to be science. By turn 300, and this is the problem, most of the AI will be in a position where they can start to win a science victory if they've been playing the game well. And generally the AI does play the game well, as much as I, you know, joke about it being totally inept. It generally can pull it out of the bag every now and then. So, yeah, got to just keep an eye out for that one. Buenos Aires is such a good one. Bonus resources behave like luxury resources. Oh, yes. Oh, it turns fish into amenities. It's amazing. I'm going to do that quickly. And then whilst I get total war in, because I just got scorched earth, I'm going to also put colonial offices back in because these cities hopefully will actually stick around for a bit longer. Oh yeah, look at that. That really helps. Perfect. That gives me a bit more time to figure out how on earth to take and kill Cusco, which should be pretty easy actually now that I've got my vampires in range. I've got the city surrounded. We can start to attack it. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of elbow grease, but we'll get there. Don't mind if I nick Eiffel, do you? Hooray! Just a bit of using faith in order to get something that I needed. And Horatio Nelson! Oh, the Brit in me is like, yes, I must get Nelson. Oh, what an admiral. Preslav has never been my favourite city-state, and I think it was pretty well defended from memory. +2 loyalty per turn in cities with an encampment. Not many encampments this game, to be fair. Not a huge amount, so I'll keep Preslav. And hopefully that means that I've now got positive, yeah, look at that, positive loyalty in all my cities. It's fine. I love the old pillage and then attack combo that you can do. That's the capital taken. Cool. So the Incans are now pretty much decimated. I mean, not entirely, but pretty much. How's the loyalty doing in these cities now? Lots and lots and lots and lots. And lots and lots and lots and lots. Okay, to be honest, we can make peace with the Incans now. I don't really need to bother sending myself to the other side of their island. There you go. Peace. Peace in our time. Now, don't mind me as my navy just casually now strolls to another part of the map. This is not anything... Oh my god, I did a lot of pillaging that city. Whoops. Still doing lots of coastal raids on Babylon, which is very good fun. Lots of stuff here, actually. Huge amount of stuff. Just general stuff. Battering walls down. I think we're going to go and visit Babylon next now. I just feel like exploring it, you know, incorporating it into my empire, all of the usual stuff. Let's get replaceable parts in order now. I think replaceable parts improve polders. Is it that one? Yes, it is. +2 food and 1 production for every adjacent polder. So actually my polders that I took over from Korea's land over here, these things are going to get crazy good all of a sudden. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, look at that little lake. Oh, it looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. Lake Boujon. With the oranges next to it. By the way, I have been collecting orange because, you know, I am Agent Orange over here. It's just essential that I own every orange in the map. Oh no, Babylon has a slinger. Oh no! Everyone panic. I'm so used to seeing Babylon with like just nuclear warheads and stuff like that, but no. A slinger in their capital. God damn it. Oh, Nazca, of course. Now actually this might help a bit. Because desert, you see? You see? That could be a blinding move, actually. See, the unspoken thing about all of this is that Canada and Germany are still ahead of me on tech. 288 science, 275 science. They're doing really good. Really good. I mean, Canada are playing a blinding game. The cities are pretty weak, but, you know, that won't stop me. I mean, it will help me to actually kill them. Just looking at all these yields on the German campuses here. I think pretty much every single tile of this continent is a district. Typical Germany, eh? Oh, Auckland. Actually, Auckland. Oh, why have I not got this before? God damn it. Look at these polders now. Look at these polders go. In fact, actually, where's my favourite polders on this lake? They're getting better. The walls of Babylon are falling down. Sometimes the A shortcut key for shooting things doesn't work automatically. It's always very annoying when it doesn't, but it's okay. We'll forgive it this once. Towards Amsterdam. It's starting to do really nicely now. I'm actually going to get a diplomatic quarter here. Again, it's not the best city to build it in, but because it's not next to my capital, it's not actually giving me an envoy, or next to the city centre, I should say. Oh, groves. Here we go. Right. Ha! Look at this. I'm starting to put groves down. And also, Nazca lines. Yoo-hoo! Right, let me just remind myself of the Nazca line rules. They provide +1 faith to adjacent tiles, +1 faith to adjacent tiles of the resource, okay. +1 food to adjacent desert and desert hill tiles after discovering civil service, and +1 production to hill tiles after researching mass production. Okay, and you can't work that tile. So that seems fair for now. So in short, they're very, very good tiles, but you can't work them. So there's no point putting them everywhere, but you can put them in most places. Just leveling up all my boats on these guys. Oh look, confidence range finding. That is a 4th level fleet. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. That encampment's dead. Cool. This city's on 0 health, and this city is now on 0 health. So we can go in. We go like this and go cavalry gets that kill. We can go ironclad gets that kill. Ironclad gets this kill. All in one turn. If you ever have loyalty problems when fighting, that is the way to avoid them, because now I should have perfect loyalty in all of these cities. +22, +22, +22. Yay! Yay for me. Now, I was going to give this city to Gilgamesh, wasn't I? What sort of alliance have I got? I do have a cultural alliance with them, so I could just give them that little city. I mean, unfortunately for them, now it's a really good city because I've got Auckland. So now I'm thinking about whether I actually want to give it up. Do I help Gilgabro out here? Do I help Gilgabro out? I think I might. I mean, go on then, Demutti. I mean, it's not that good a city for him, but it's a sign of my friendship, you know? A sign of my friendship, but I can't currently trade away because it's not on full loyalty. Right, hang on, come back in 3 turns. Another preserve. Let's get the growth in here. Oh, we're building some decent tiles. I say decent. They're not spectacular, I'll be honest, but it's more the fun of it. I'm actually just building some amazing polders with these Nazca lions as well. That's quite cool. So I'm friends and allies with Gilgamesh and with Egypt. Australia would be probably a decent target of a 93 strength cities. Maybe not. I mean, the Cree are my allies still. Germany are probably the closest thing to a contender right now. Yeah. Do I go after Germany? Like, the thing is, I've got a navy. So it's like, what do I do with my navy if not kill things with it? I don't know. So replaceable parts is now done. Let's check in here. Oh my goodness, look at these polders. 7 food, 5 production, 5 gold. Oh, yes. Oh, now the polders start to make sense, everybody. Now they start to make sense. God, that took a while. Never mind. Okay, cool. Right, well, here we go. Polder time. No, 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 no. Military aid requests all suck. Hang on. Actually, you say that. Do I get involved in them? I mean, diplomatic victory points being handed out left, right and centre. We don't like those. Military emergencies also. I really hope no one declares on me. They probably will. I was kind of just about to start a new era of peace in my empire. Oh yeah, that's not going to happen. The Kree have gone against me. My allies. They were my allies. Poundmaker really wants in. And Coupe and the Incans have gone again. Okay, right, well, unfortunately for the Incans, my navy was literally coming around the coast here because I was just about to go and do some good by liberating some cities. But you know what? The Incans want war. War it is. But, I mean, honestly, why? Why? We could have had peace. There was never any chance of peace. Clearly. Clearly never any chance. It's okay. It's fine. Right, well, colonial offices is no longer that interesting, so I'm going to switch it for taxes. Wisselbanken is going to be popped in, and Total War I'm going to get instead of Levy on Mass, which is actually a very good card. I'm going to build some boats again. Where is it? Press gangs. And the reason for that one is that I have just unlocked armies. So all of my fleets, which have 2 boats in, can all get improved slightly further. So, as I say, like what I'm going to be doing is just building like a nice 8-turn boat or 3 in the sort of surrounding areas. Make sure that I can just reinforce my army nicely. Whilst I'm going to still liberate these cities, but I mean, maybe I can, maybe I can't. I can't even liberate them. Actually, thinking about it, because I'm at war with the people I was going to liberate. And unfortunately for the Kree, well, they're right on the border. Like, I was thinking about amalgamating their empire, and I was just about to say, right, this is what I was going to say. I'm spending a bit of time actually just consolidating my empire. I have loads of land. I've got my land, I've got Rome's land, I've got Nubia's land, I've got Korea's land, I've got the Incan land, and I've got Babylon's land. I've got plenty of space. I've got some options here. Like, there's a huge desert island that I could just stick Nazca lines all over, which honestly, with all the fish around it, just makes me really happy, so I'm probably going to do that. But I'm just improving all of my boats. You can see I've got preserves and Nazca lines. I forget that Nazca lines increase appeal, so I'm actually helping these preserves out really nicely, which is awesome. So, I mean, yeah, that's cool. So I'm improving all of these lands down here. Oh, I mean, it's just a wonderful place to be, but unfortunately Canada and the Kree are just no longer wanting to be friends. Canada probably is good that, you know, they aren't my friend in the long run because they're actually the tech leader and I need to keep an eye on them. They haven't got spaceports or rocketry or anything like that yet, so it's not too bad, but just need to keep an eye on them. They're a bit cheeky. In the meantime, I'm building up harbours. I'm building infrastructure. We've got builders literally being put through everywhere that we can. Nuri as a city. Just going to give it a sewer just to give it a little bit more housing. I've just got my eye on the democracy boost, which I do plan on going democracy. I did plan on going democracy. Maybe I can't. Maybe the world is just against me now. I was hoping that by doing some liberating down here, I could somehow get rid of as many grievances against me as possible. 900 grievances against me. Oh yeah, I've done a lot of final city capturing. I've got a lot of work to do to make friends. Maybe this is not a friend. This isn't a friendly game. I mean, I probably should have known it. I'm also Aquilia. This city, I am absolutely determined to make friends with and to grow really nicely. There's Baghdad. Look at that. We're going to make this city huge. It's going to be brilliant. The Kemans are actually still at war with me, but they're all the way over here. Yeah, peace with the Kemans. Come on now. I need to just take as many people out of the equation as I can. That'll be plenty. I was doing a bit of trading. You can see I got a huge amount of gold per turn in just off camera. In one turn I got 10 to 29, 10, 7, 13, 29, 26. That's literally just selling luxuries and strategics, but we need to just sort of pick that back up because I think I lost a couple of deals when I went to war with everybody there, but never mind. Also, I think I'm going to kill Kaguna because it's quite frankly annoying. Like, there's no other reason for it, but it's in my way, so it's going to get killed. This is probably why the world hates me. Oh look, that's an actual settler. I will go and pick that up. That's really handy. I mean, these boats are going to make very short work of everything, to be fair. Kaguna's defences will not last long. Kasploosh, everything is taken out. Okay, cool. That's fine. I also built a huge amount of infrastructure up into Amsterdam, which is a lovely city. We enjoyed that a lot. as a little bit more housing. I'm getting a neighborhood finished just to really benefit from all of this trading that it's, you know, that I'm doing here. But you see, I'm building the neighborhood up. The military academy needs to come, but I can start to build military engineers now. And I think railways have got to be something to do on a score victory, because surely railways provide all the score you'd ever need, right? I mean, surely that's how that works. I mean, clearly it's not, but I mean, I'm gonna just assume that it does. The Duchess of Muchness. Every time I see that, it makes me laugh. It's so sad. There's Kaguna. Nice. Okay, that just access, you know, the access to this sort of passage to get through is made a lot easier there. And there's an ironclad fleet, which is suddenly 87 strength. I think that improves. Oh no, putting them in like that doesn't improve vampire score. I need to actually build one. Oh, the intricacies of what improves vampires and what doesn't is, it's like a maze in itself. Like, I love it. Like a mini game of trying to understand what the hell is going on with them. Oh, I picked up Machu Picchu at some point. Oh, cool. I mean, it was in Incan territory, which kind of makes sense, but still, it's nice. Yeah, Lord Score. Oh, that's quite a powerful chump. Very nice. Okay. Press gangs are still useful. Raj, Bank, and colonial taxes. This is all just giving me a little bit of everything. Autocratic Legacy is not the legacy card I wanted. I really wanted Classical Republic. I hoped that I'd had that one on long enough to pick that up, but I think it's because I had Autocracy on when I did the switch. So that sucks, but never mind. Okay, this is good. Ryan is just going to go munching, get some chemistry. Oh, I read chemistry at uni. Big mistake. Big mistake. And there is a 7 promoted field cannon. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. You know what? I actually am going to have to treat myself to more field cannons at some point just to make this into an army. That'll be brilliant. Oh, I can get Zanzibar and Grenada in. That's just 2 city-states, but I can just pop in. Nice. Okay, a bit more era score, a bit more Raj bonus. I'm slowly making up my diplomatic favour. Huge negative glut, -14. We're ignoring that grievance penalty in the original capital. I've got -1 carbon emission penalty as well. Oh, I'm quite proud of myself. I'm actually making some mess. So now I've got chemistry. I think the most important thing for me to do, I'm enjoying my luxury, or my unique boats for a second. Battleships aren't needed that quickly, so I'm actually going to go... Oh, actually, I was going to say combined arms through to nuclear fission, but that does require refining, so I'm going to stop building the boats if I do that. Electricity lets me build seaports, though. Submarines are not very good, but, I mean, it's something. Oil power plants, hydroelectric dams, none of those are particularly good. Should we go flight? At least gets me, yeah, towards this way. Let me go radio, maybe. Oh, no, you know what? I have to go refining. That's so annoying, but... Or we'll go refining. Oh, and I've got so many 4 promoted boats now. It's crazy. Kasploosh. I mean, these things can attack from miles away. This is awesome. There's also just like no rush at all. I can just bring my units in and make sure I just farm all the experience I can. Just from every single shot that I can get away with. Still pillaging as well. Oh, tasty. Turn 200. This is the interesting bit of the game. This is where we now start waiting for the AI to start winning. Because they will. They will come in and they will start to win. I was going to liberate this city, as I mentioned, but I think I've got to keep it because it was Incan. So I blame them for that. That's entirely their fault for allowing that situation to happen. I was going to give it back. I was going to be very, very well behaved. In comes the steaming ironclad, Kasploosh, and then that one as well. This one I'm going to liberate that to Mapoche. So that takes away some grievances. Not a huge amount of grievances, but some. 64. Okay, I've only got 1,449 now. Oh, I ignore the city-state declaration. Oh dear. I suppose there's no harm in attacking the Incans now, is there? I mean, they declared on me as part of an emergency, so I'm just going to treat them to a little bit of orange sunshine. I like to say that there's probably only one excusable orange nation that can be in the game at any one point, and they're just in my way, you know? They're getting in the way. Let's just go a pillage and move you to there and go pillage like that. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. In I come, and don't even need to pillage, but I will anyway because I can. Lord Score's going to come in and just take this city. Lovely stuff, and the boats just make their way around once again for one further and remaining and final shot, which I'm hoping should be pretty easy to do. I mean, the walls here are pretty tough, actually. So maybe it's a little tougher than I expected it to be, but that's okay. And I guess we've got another Kree city over here to be attacking as well. My boats are so powerful. The actual city sort of retributive attacks are negligible. Like, they don't do anything to me. Oh, Vilnius is at war with me now. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, maybe I can kill Vilnius now. I mean, honestly, people just keep declaring on me. Like, I swear I'm not doing anything wrong here. Oh, anyway, this is the Petra city, and I was like, right, how can I make the Petra city better? Nazca lands on the tiles outside of Petra. Bam. Look at this. Oh, ho, ho, ho. This is going to be an amazing city. You know, I'm saying all this, but the Kree actually are. They're throwing ironclads, they're throwing frigates. They actually do have a navy. It's a pretty shite navy, but it is a navy, and that is the first time I can ever truly say that has happened in this game. So, you know what? Credit where it's due. We should be careful. Fortunately for them, my ironclad armada is far tougher, so, and it's giving me admiral points every time I kill anybody with it, so that's pretty cool. Oh, Wulin is a fun city-state to have. Oh, look at this Alcazar tile. Look at that. Oh, that's quite nice. Unexpectedly nice. There is the Taj Mahal. Basically Golden Ages for the rest of the game. It's amazing. Ah, that +1, it adds up so much because the way the game works it out, right? If you're ever playing Dramatic Ages, it's how many cities you've got that dictates how hard a Golden Age is to get. If you're playing the regular mode, it's how well you did in the previous era. And it probably is more complicated than that, but the way the maths works, the Taj Mahal basically means if you've got a big enough empire, you're going to get a Golden Age every time. It's impossible not to. It is S-tier wonder through and through. It is wonderful. I mean, quite literally wonderful. I mean, yeah, that's a terrible, unexpected pun there, but never mind. Hang on, I'm doing so much pillaging right now. Total War back on. Got to stick that on. In fact, there we go. There's the Incans out of the game. I'm the only orange player left in the game. Serves you right for taking the wrong colour, my friend. Right. I mean, not that I would kill somebody just purely for the colour of their... Okay, I've got to be very careful how I say this. Okay. Okay, let's revisit this one in a second once I thought this particular humour skit through. Oh yes, that's right. I can build polders in city-states. Oh, how lovely of me. There you go, Yerevan. You can have one. That's great. They haven't unlocked as many civics as I have because it doesn't have the extra gold from it. But, you know, the fact that I'm building it means that I'm helping to share the polder love. And that's the most important thing. In fact, I mean, this is kind of the secret aim. Secret aim of this entire game. How many polders have I built so far? 33. I'm doing it. I'm getting there. But there's more to build. There's always more. I believe this is my first railway. Yes, it is. It's a desert railroad, but it's a good one nonetheless. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, that's a good Alcazar as well. I'm actually thinking there's probably a lot better vampire castles around now. I think I should probably spend a bit of time actually, you know, improving them a little bit. I mean, look at these yields around here. A vampire castle with a sea like on it would give me tons of stuff. Oh, I mean, there's so much potential. So much potential. I should probably think about this a little bit harder. So this should pick me up flight once I've pillaged all of this one. Yes, lovely. Let's go for radio. I could do with aluminium, and ideology now is being boosted along at equal pace. Whoa, I love vampires. Vampires are so much fun. So much fun with the old pillaging. Oh, it's the Kree improvement. I like that thing. It's one of those districts that I always totally undervalue, and it's only... it's purely my fault. Like, I just have never figured out how to properly use it. And maybe it's probably one of the reasons why the Kree, for me, have always felt like a bit of a underpowered civ, and it's got nothing to do with the fact that they actually are underpowered. It's just everything to do with the fact that I don't think I've ever really truly figured out how to use them properly. I don't know. Probably. There we go. There's that city absolutely taken down to 0. Ironclad Armada steams in at full speed. Sploosh. Conservation boosted, and that is now mine. Rebellion in 5 turns, you say? 5 turns? Victor, come through to the front line. Get yourself right in there. Say hello to the boys and girls. It's going to be great. We're going to keep it. I know I've done that terrible impression before, but I've always really enjoyed that sort of super British bloke who does all of the, like, old... Is it British path? Like the the old videos about like the Great War and all of these things, and they all seem to be about like boys and girls coming from a front line, and just he has a very particular way of talking that I love it. With Nelson on the scene, my frigates are now doing 94 strength attacks on cities, which is pretty damn cool. It's still proving really tricky though, because the Kree have Renaissance walls pretty much in every single one of their cities right now, which is, you know, exactly what you should do to stop a steaming Ursa Ryan, which is, you know, an advisable thing to do, otherwise you'll find your empire disintegrating very quickly. But still, it's a little annoying. Oh, I can put polders in all of this space, can't I? Between the two islands. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, right, polder time. It's polder time. This is my new desert city, but the desert city is going to be great, because all I'm going to do is basically just build Nazca lines all over the island and make all of these sea tiles around it just brilliant. It's going to be brilliant. I think it's got to be democracy time, because when you look at it, I have got all the trade routes, and these are all to my allies, apart from this one to Canada, who, I mean, I'm just bitter about that still, but I think suffrage. Now, 4 sewers. 4 sewers? That's quite a lot of sewers. I think I've pretty much built sewers in all of the cities I was going to that have like housing shortages, but like Potoli, for instance, is a city with a bit of a shortage, so I'm just going to keep on picking up sewers every now and then. They're always really awkward to build, but when I build them I'm always happy I do. It instantly creates a spec ops. I'm more excited about the fact that he's now going to be escorting my vampires around more than anything. Speaking of, the Duchess of Muchness and Lord Score is in here. He's just coming through and he's just going to have a quick snack. He found a radio and then he ate it. I mean, we can't argue with that. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Midnight Oil, Trafford Askby, Paul Coffey and Senjik for all of your support on Patreon, as well as everybody else who supports the channel. Thanks all,